Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making Shaggy and Scooby from the Scooby-Doo franchise today in The Sims 4. Shaggy Rogers is one of the core members of Mystery Inc. and Scooby-Doo, known for his laid-back, goofy personality and insatiable appetite. He's often portrayed as cowardly and reluctant to face danger, but his loyalty to his friends, especially his best friend Scooby-Doo, always wins out in the end. Shaggy's comedic moments, his quirky, lovable nature, and his unique speech style, constantly saying "like" and "zoinks," have made him a fan favorite. His relatable fear of spooky situations and love for food make him an endearing and essential part of the game. Now, if you don't know what Create a Sim is, the Create a Sim or cast feature in The Sims 4 allows players to design and personalize their Sims with an incredible range of customization options. Players can adjust every detail of a Sim's appearance, from their body shape and facial features to skin tones, hairstyles, and clothing. Cast offers intuitive click and drag sliders for precise control, enabling users to fine-tune facial features like eyes, nose, mouth, and cheekbones, as well as body parts like arms, legs, and torso. Beyond physical appearance, players can also choose a Sim's traits, aspirations, and voice, shaping their personality and behaviors in the game. There's a wide range of clothing styles, accessories, and makeup to fit any look, whether modern, formal, or quirky. This flexibility makes The Sims 4's Create a Sim a powerful tool for creating unique and diverse characters. Even Shaggy and Scooby. Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo franchise typically has a fair to light skin tone with warm undertones. His complexion is consistent throughout most adaptations, giving him a slightly sun-kissed outdoorsy look that complements his laid-back, carefree personality. Finding the perfect hairstyle for Shaggy was a bit of a challenge. His hair is such a big part of his iconic look, which is where he gets the nickname Shaggy, so I wanted to get it just right in The Sims 4. I spent a lot of time trying to find a style that had the right Shaggy, unkept vibe while still staying true to how it falls around his face in the show. When shaping his head, I focused on making it long and skinny, just like his lanky frame, but I also needed to keep his rounded chin and jawline intact. That balance between his thin, elongated head and his softer, rounder features was tricky to pull off, but I think I managed to capture his classic, goofy expression pretty well. Now let's talk about Shaggy's personality traits in The Sims 4, which really capture his essence as we know him in Scooby-Doo. First up, I gave Shaggy the foodie trait. This was a no-brainer. We all know Shaggy's famous love for food, especially those oversized sandwiches he's always snacking on with Scooby. His love for food is a big part of his character, and I wanted that to come through in the game. With the foodie trait, Shaggy can obsess over his meals, appreciate good food, and of course, eat a lot. Next is the dog lover trait. I had to pick this one because Shaggy and Scooby have one of the most iconic friendships in cartoon history. They've been through everything together, and Shaggy's loyalty to Scooby is unmatched. With this trait, Shaggy will form an even stronger bond with his best bud in the game, and it just feels like a perfect fit. Finally, I went with Goofball because, let's be honest, Shaggy's always the one bringing the laughs. He's clumsy, quirky, and never takes things too seriously, even when he's terrified. The Goofball trait lets Shaggy joke around, get playful, and enjoy life with his lighthearted attitude, which matches perfectly with the Shaggy we know and love. These three traits really capture the essence of Shaggy's character and bring his quirky, lovable personality to life in The Sims 4. Now let's dive into Shaggy's interests and how I represented them in The Sims 4 Create a Sim. Shaggy's biggest and most obvious passion is food. He's known for eating pretty much anything in sight, so naturally I wanted to reflect that in the game. In addition to food, Shaggy's interests extend to other fun activities like video games, snowboarding, mischief, cooking, comedy, baking, and bowling. I made sure to include activities that bring out his laid-back, fun-loving personality, whether he's pulling pranks or whipping up snacks. Shaggy's always looking for a good time. When it comes to his favorite colors, I stuck with the iconic brown, green, and red, the colors that have defined his style across every version of Scooby-Doo. These colors are also all over his outfits in the game, from his classic green shirt to his reddish-brown pants. For conversation topics, Shaggy's definitely the kind of Sim who's into jokes, potty humor, pranks, and generally silly behavior. He's not one for serious talks, so I made sure his interactions in the game reflect his fun and goofy nature. In terms of fashion, Shaggy keeps it simple with basics fashion. His laid-back style is all about comfort, so I didn't overcomplicate it. He's always rocking his signature green shirt and brown pants in most versions, keeping things easygoing and down to earth. I also thought about the kind of Sims Shaggy would vibe with. In the game, I made sure he connects best with funny Sims, high-energy Sims, homebody Sims, pet enthusiasts, spirited Sims, and of course, rascals. These are the Sims who match his carefree energy and share his love of good times, food, and pets. Finally, let's talk music. Shaggy's taste in music leans towards alternative, easy listening, and retro. He's all about the chill vibes. But fun fact, Shaggy dislikes spooky music. No surprises there, right? It totally makes sense given how easily scared he is. By combining all these interests, I was able to capture the true essence of Shaggy Rogers in The Sims 4. When creating Shaggy Rogers from Scooby-Doo in The Sims 4, I wanted to make sure I stayed true to his iconic style while adding some fun details to each of his outfits. Let's start with his everyday look. For all versions, I gave him a green base game v-neck t-shirt and this classic reddish-brown or burgundy pants. This is Shaggy's signature look, and it hasn't really changed across the franchise. For his shoes, I wanted to use loafers from the Paranormal paranormal stuff pack because I thought it would be funny. After all, Shaggy's definitely spent a few nights in haunted houses, but since they're a career unlockable that requires 7 nights in a haunted house, I found a sim on the gallery who had everything unlocked so I could use those black loafers. Honestly, I should have done that earlier for the previous 3 characters. For the 80s version of Shaggy, I switched to the brown version of those same loafers, paired them with blue pants from the Get to Work expansion pack, and gave him a red v-neck t-shirt from the base game. I wish this shirt came in green because I love the shape of it more than the other one. Moving on to formal wear for his Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated version, I gave Shaggy a green tux set from the Get Famous expansion pack. Of course, I couldn't forget the fun socks. He's wearing green base game Argyle socks in his everyday look, and for this outfit too. I added fancy loafers that are also unlockable from Get Famous to complete the look. For his athletic wear, I didn't have any specific reference, but I put together a green zipped up sweatshirt from the base game, reddish brown joggers from Discovery University, green striped ankle socks from the base game, and green and brown sneakers from the Snowy Escape expansion pack. I kept the color palette true to Shaggy's local look while making it practical for working out. For sleepwear, I combined references from the new Scooby-Doo movies and What's New Scooby-Doo by giving him a dark teal base game unlockable silk robe and matching slippers, also from the base game. For party wear, I didn't have a reference, but I went with a green t-shirt and brown vest combo from the Get to Work expansion pack, paired with brown pants from Paranormal Stuff, and kept the green Argyle socks. After struggling to choose shoes, I settled on a pair of burgundy dock loafers from the High School Years expansion pack. For swimwear, I referenced Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated and gave Shaggy red swim trunks from the Backyard Stuff Pack. Simple and classic. Now for hot weather, I took inspiration from Aloha Scooby-Doo with brown board shorts featuring tropical flowers from Island Living, a green base game t-shirt with a fun alien abduction design, a cute nod to Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. He's also wearing brown flip-flops from the base game and a tan-brimmed straw sun hat from the Seasons expansion pack to finish the look. For cold weather, I did a couple of different outfits. For his Scooby-Doo Where Are You inspired look, I added a reddish-brown woolen cap from Cottage Living, a green fleece-lined jacket from Horse Ranch, and paired it with his reddish-brown pants from his everyday look. He's wearing knitted socks from Nifty Knitting and dark brown boots from Get to Work. For his What's New Scooby-Doo cold weather outfit, I gave him big black snow boots and a lime green ski jacket from Snowy Escape, yellow gloves from the base game, and a bright green snow cap from Seasons. I kept the same reddish brown pants from his everyday look to tie everything together. Shaggy's got such an easygoing style, but I had fun adding in all these little touches that bring his character to life and create a sim. Now, Scooby-Doo is the iconic Great Dane and titular character of the Scooby-Doo franchise. As Shaggy's loyal companion, Scooby is known for his lovable, goofy personality and insatiable appetite, often getting distracted by food in the middle of mysteries. Despite being easily frightened, Scooby frequently stumbles into solving the cases with his clumsiness and accidental bravery. His playful nature, iconic laugh, and catchphrases like Scooby-Dooby-Doo have made him a fan favorite, embodying the heart and humor of the series. So let's talk about Scooby's breed. He's based on a Great Dane, which explains his tall, lanky build and those big floppy ears. When I was creating him in The Sims 4, I made sure to choose the Great Dane breed for his shape. It's such a perfect fit because even though Scooby can be a total scaredy cat, he's got that big lovable dog energy that Great Danes are known for. In cast, I had fun getting his iconic brown coat just right. I think he looks spot on, like he's ready to solve mysteries and munch on Scooby snacks. As I was creating Scooby, I made sure to give him those iconic larger and rounder features that we all recognize from the cartoons. Real-life Great Danes tend to have a more angular look, but since Scooby's a cartoon character, I wanted to capture that animated style. It helps him stand out as this goofy, lovable dog that we all know, rather than just a regular Great Dane. Those exaggerated features are all part of what makes him so unique, and it was fun to bring that to life in Create a Sim. So, funny story, I totally forgot to give Scooby-Doo traits in Create a Sim. I got so focused on his look and trying to match his iconic brown coat and signature teal collar that I completely overlooked his traits. I mean, how could I miss that? Obviously, Scooby would have traits like friendly because he's just the sweetest, glutton because let's be real, the guy's obsessed with food, and loyal because he's always sticking by Shaggy's side even when things get spooky. I'll definitely have to go back and fix that because Scooby deserves to be represented fully in game. Of course, I couldn't forget Scooby-Doo's signature teal collar with a diamond-shaped dog tag. It's one of his most recognizable features, and it really wouldn't be Scooby without it. In The Sims 4, I was able to recreate the look by choosing a teal collar that matched as closely as possible, and while I couldn't get the exact diamond dog tag from the show, I found a similar style that gives off those classic Scooby-Doo vibes. His collar is such an iconic part of his design, so I made sure to capture that detail to keep him feeling true to the character we all know and love. I also wanted to give a nod to Scooby-Doo's red collar from the 80s, which he also wears in Scooby-Doo and the Cyberchase. While his teal collar is the most iconic, the red one definitely deserves some recognition since it's a part of his look in those adaptations. In The Sims 4, I swapped out the teal collar for a red one in his second outfit to capture that 80s and Cyberchase vibe. Even though the diamond-shaped tag wasn't a perfect match, adding the red collar still gives a nice throwback to that era of Scooby's look, keeping him true to those specific versions of the show. Let me know in the comments who your favorite Scooby-Doo character is, and if there's anyone else you'd like to see me create in The Sims 4, drop your suggestions below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I love hearing your thoughts in the comments, so thanks for sharing your ideas and feedback. If you're new or haven't subscribed yet, I hope you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my future content. We're halfway to 500. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.